G'day.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, doing tops.
What did you have for
Just,
breakfast?
just a coffee.
Just coffee?
I'm not much of a breakfast person.
No, I need to
I
hang for a bit first before I start munching.
I usually fast until about midday.
Don't
Keeps
do
me on edge all morning in survival mode.
Hello, people. You're my four friends. We've got no one else coming in just yet. But I hope you're all good. Give us a little wave or thumbs up if you're feeling good today on this Thursday evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Trav, I think you're probably the earliest riser out of the crew here at the minute.
Yeah, man, I'm committed. Committed to the cause.
Committed, or you should be committed, one of the two.
No, I don't mind it.
So we've got to keep these people entertained.
Always.
So what's going on? We had a pretty cool set. Thanks for that, Doug. That was wicked today. Having something different going on. A little build up. Some cool music.
Yeah, man, those rave videos were cool. Never seen. We don't get that kind of stuff in Australia.
No, in Australia,
much smaller venues.
You're so deprived.
Big time.
What about the big day out, man? That was awesome.
Oh yeah, I suppose the boiler room was a little bit like, but not quite like those massive ones they had in Europe.
Yeah, no, but the big day out, man. Classic.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
So we just dropped the NFT preview. A portion of the NFT of the one that one of yours.
Yep.
Then earlier today we dropped Anne Savage as well, so it's good to get some of those out and showcase what the actual NFTs are going to look and feel like.
Yeah, it's time, I think.
Yeah,
drop a few of them. They're still, like I was saying, they're still not the full versions of the music yet. But that's a bit pointless doing that right now. It's just people can get to see the art, hear a little bit of the energy of a couple of the tracks, so get some vibes going.
Yeah, it's definitely some vibes.
It's all about the vibe. You know that. We're going to slip into that again, aren't we?
Okay, yeah, we're going back to the castle, of course.
The castle. Whoever's listening, you got to get the castle.
Yeah, it's just the whole, like, it's the vibe, it's the constitution.
It's Marbo. Quality.
Yeah. So
people in.
Yeah. I thought today we would go through the updated white paper, or as we like to call it here, tracklist, and pick it apart track by track, so to speak, and get a bit more expanded on what's in there.
Trying to catch me out, are you?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna get you.
Well, should we wait for a few more people to come in? Because I'll have to go over it all over again if more people come in.
Oh yeah, we give it a little while. Why don't we Yeah, what have you been up to today? You've been working on anything to do with the project, or just catching up on everything else?
Yeah, a bit of some social media stuff, like you do. Catching up on some meetings with people. Talking to a few artists and stuff. And working on another little collaboration project that I'm going to be doing with someone. So getting a bit of music ready for them for an NFT collab. So that's kind of exciting as well, because again, this whole space for me is, you know, fresh. So yeah,
Yeah.
a bit more info on that at a later date, once we get it rocking. So yeah, general NFT world. There's, I mean, you saw my post, the Broad Fat Ape Club. That was there was a bit of sort of community building going on there today. Bless him, the guy who sort of like launched it, who was doing it with some mates or whatever, and then all of a sudden he's on his own. So
Yeah.
he'd gone a bit quiet. The community had built a Discord for it, and yeah, someone kind of went blockchaining today to discover what had happened to funds and things like that. And anyway, suddenly matey come back, and you know, everyone in the group's been like, look, we really want to help you. If you're on your own, everyone's here to try and help you do the community. You know, we all love the art. You know, what's the plan? What do you want to do? So it's been a good day for that. I was actually buzzing this morning after spending an hour or so in there, because again, it just shows this power of this Web3 thing, you know. And literally the guy had, I think we had 1,000 or 1,200 or something left to totally mint out the project. And he was like, fuck it, I'm doing a free mint. You guys, you know, you're connected, you'll go for it now. It's a free mint. We'll get rid of the rest of them and then focus on everything else, sort of thing. So man, within 5 minutes, 1,000 of them were gone. Mate, it just went crazy. So fingers crossed. There's a group there. They've organised a chat for tomorrow and stuff. And this is what it's about to me, connecting with people. So you know, I've got nothing ventured in the project other than I own a few NFTs which I bought, but I want to see it work. And you know, there's some amazing people in there who the thing I'm going to cross the same one since I've been in NFT projects, be them good or bad, but every one I've been in, then people have hung around and they're always positive and pushing people, and you know, got a really good relationship with all the organisers of the projects and stuff. And some of them are in this group, and it's just brilliant, man. It takes up a bit of time, but I find myself, you know, in a good space, man, helping people out, everyone helping each other out, making plans to keep a project that could quite easily sink, you know, but everyone's working at it. And like I was saying in the group, look, man, you know, it's money, but they minted half of them for free, and the rest of them were like $20. So it's like, look, yeah, it is money, but it's no one's life savings, you know. It's like, you knew from, right, if I spend $20, I could lose it. You know, it's not a big gamble on this thing. So it's been really, really cool to do that. Hype a few people up, get everyone doing some organic tweeting, supporting each other. You know, so yeah, a bit of that today. Then get my head back into METABEASTS. New music. But I'm trying to keep it all together and a bit organised. You know, there's so much going on at the moment. Taking it a bit at a time.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it's always nice to have like a digital home, so to speak, in some communities. Obviously, you know, there's the ones you work at, and there's the ones you can just hang out and be yourself. And yeah, there's always pretty strong communities around like projects that have that appeal. Yeah, it's really cool that, you know, the community's propping up the Fat Apes.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't have been there, you know. Like I said, the guys suddenly announced that I'm on my own, I've only one person, and and everyone's like, well, man, listen, we'll all get behind it, you know, because everyone likes the artwork, and it's one of those places, be it politically correct or not, I don't give a shit. It's one of those places where we all go and have a proper laugh, you know. Morning, fatties, what's the time? Cake time, you know. That makes everyone smile who's in there, and Jesus, if you bought an NFT for $20 and every day you go in the group, there's something to make you smile. It's paid for itself within a couple of months for the laugh you get, and the
Yeah,
community
definitely.
and the banter and the friends and the things that come out of it. So again, I'm just loving this space, really. Loving this space.
So good.
Yeah, we just got to get my music pumping into this bloody channel, and then I'll be happy. That's the last thing, because I just get urge, right, I'll stick a few tunes on. I just think, oh man, I wish I could just go live, whether there's anyone in here or not. You can just, while you do it, just plug in and play, So, again, we'll be working on that when we get off of this one.
Yeah. No, I feel like we're just on the brink of cracking it. We've come so close already. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry about it.
You look at Richter, number one fat ape Schiller. And I'm not. It's just like I say, the little things I've seen. There's plenty I can sit there and diss as well, but I'm not, because this was, you take the rough with the smooth. But when I see people, I'm like, man, when I see people doing hard work, I like to see people. I think people deserve to do well if they're doing something the right way, and I don't call it shilling. I just call it like, this is the kind of things I aspire to. The Ox Apes Discord room, communities that build something out of nothing. All of that is kind of what I aspire to. So I'm not, like I say, got no interest in it other than telling people that I'm buzzing about something really worth looking at. That's not advice.
So much power in community as well. Like, man, it's just that goblin thing that I was telling you about yesterday. Like, those goblins were just on the Twitter Spaces for 2.5 hours, just in character as goblins, and it was all Twitter was talking about yesterday. It was, yeah, there's really powerful when a community gets behind something. They've basically pushed their floor price well up on the back of that.
Yeah, it's got through the roof, isn't it? Today, the floor price. And I mean, I was looking at that last week or whenever, thinking, no, there's a bit of interest and seems like there's a bit of traction on that and da-da-da-da. But do I really want to own one? Looked at, I learned that quite early on from a personal thing. It's like, dude, don't buy them unless you like them, because you get stuck with them. And if you don't really, do a little bit of research and jump in a bit too impatient, you end up with loads of shit stuck in the hidden folder. Well, there's all these different levels of it, and the NFT thing. It's kind of like, if you're gonna, try and get something for $20, you're dreaming if you think you're gonna make millions out of it overnight and stuff. Be prepared to lose that, because it's just as easy to lose that one as it is to keep it, because sometimes people haven't got the the foresight of what's going to happen after they've sold them. So yeah, I'm coming across everything going on,
Yeah. Shall we get into this track list?
Do it. Test me. Go on, test me.
All right. Let's back to school, everyone. Take your seats. So what we're doing is we're just gonna run through the recently updated white paper, which we call our track list.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna call out some things that stood out to me, and love to hear your comments on them. So the first thing I picked up on was this sentence. At its core, METABEATS is an artist-led project designed for other recording artists. So would it be possible? Oh no, hang on. Where's the comment on that one? I wrote a question based on that, but I've lost it.
You lost it a long time ago.
Yeah, so designed for other recording artists.
Uh-huh.
So, could you expand on that? Like,
Well,
in saying that, like, what was the goal?
well, again, I was excuse me, trying to get that thing across of the talent that's on board within our artists and the community. You know, the fact that people will be able to work with us, create NFTs with us, even people, like I say, who don't necessarily have to have a load of musical experience. You can sit with someone and say, I like techno, and I can get together loads of sounds and parts and build a song with someone who's got an ear for what they want to hear but can't create it, you know. And then we've also got so many producers, mixers, masterers in here. So yeah, there is that whole element of in the background, you know, making a studio set up of it so that people can learn from it. They can get DJ lessons with people virtually. You know, it's to be accessible to the music and the equipment and the world. It's all in a box now. You know, it's not like you have to come to one of our studios and hire the studio and get there. You just put a plug in on the end of whatever DAW you use. For example, if you use Ableton, I drop a plug-in on my master, streams my studio sound to your computer out your speakers as it sounds in my studio. You're used to your sound in your room, so you can mix it from your end and things like that. And it's limitless now, you know. So all of that stuff, like I said, is possible to do within a week's thought or something. It's not like I'm trying to come up with something I said that's impossible. So I want it to be a place where new talent can come, new DJs as well. You know, it's too many doors get closed and opportunities get closed on people, and sometimes something can be you know, start from the ground up, become successful, and the people who started it weren't known before, and you've got opportunities to keep on bringing talent through and helping people and giving people advice even, you know. That's kind of what what I'd like to see the platform work as, you know. So we've all learned and done things in our careers that are beneficial to newcomers and for people to learn from. So that's part of that, you know.
Yeah, nice. So you touched on the studio there. I'm gonna paraphrase a part of the track list here regarding that. So it says, what will the music studios of the future look like, and how will they operate and evolve to include Web3 frame of mind? So I wanted to ask, will the flagship studio be a physical location? Like, what does that look like?
Again, there's no point in trying to say that, because this is, like I said, it's in the box, it's all in there. So there's people in the audience here sitting here, some of the guys that have produced loads of stuff for me here, you know, in the project, the Enjoy Boys and Giuseppe, and I know they could both do that for a living. So there's no one studio, it's just a Zoom and a camera and plugins. Like I said, this is the beauty of it. You know, if someone who's a purist techno head, they're going to want to work with Digital Primate or DTG or one of the artists that's their speciality. You know, they don't need to come to me because I'm not a purist techno person. So, you know, it's not one room. It's not going to all come back into my room, you know. So this is technology. It's available. Whichever artist feels that they can offer that, wants to offer it. You know, that's the beauty of this. Everyone's got different skill sets and stuff. So some people won't want to or need to do that or feel the desire to share everything they do, but others will and get pleasure out of it.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, with the emergence of like collaborative cloud studios and remote production workflows, do you see the possibility of having these sessions accessible for viewing by holders? Is that something that could be possible to do like a live studio session shared to our holders audience?
Yeah, that could be another sort of thing that, again, if let's say you own one of the NFTs and once a month or once every couple of months or something, there's a little a school tutorial session from one of the artists. I mean, I know Mickey Finn, L Double, and Vital Elements. They when they were making some of their NFTs, they were doing them online on Zoom, sharing the screen and the studio. So he wanted to attach that to one of his NFTs so that the person who buys that NFT has got this video attached to it of how it was made.
That's awesome.
Another producer is like, well, I'd like to give the stems for it as well attached to one of them. I'd like to do the sound packs, so all the drums or the sounds that are used in one of the NFT will be attached in a folder so that the person can take the parts away and do what they want with them.
Yeah.
So it's like I say, it's as much as we want to give, really. It really is as much as the time and energy people want to give to it. So all doable, and I'm committed to giving sounds and quality and surprise things and airdrop all the way along.
Very cool. So, for instance, if someone were to mint a beat by a particular artist, there's not really like a guarantee as to what they're going to get in terms of value out of it. It just depends on what the artist is offering. Like, is that going to be known beforehand, or just kind of as it comes?
Again, I think that there might be a few. Again, it depends on the artist as well, and
Yeah.
This is one of the things that might be sometimes slightly better on the secondary, because if someone gets, I don't know, so again, if someone gets a techno and they're more into drum and bass, and they want to trade it and sell it, some of it would be more beneficial to have if you got a lucky one with session attached to it or parts attached to it. Obviously that could be more valuable to someone else. But also I think, when the dust has settled a little bit and the people who are holding, it's like, I've got 30 NFTs, I'm going to pick out the number of one random, and whoever owns that one, you can come to a gig I've got going on, or you can get this, or you can get that,
Yeah.
So I think that would be a bit beneficial sometimes when, like I say, the dust has settled and some of them are sitting in the proper holders' hands that are passionate about keeping them,
Yeah, for sure. That was going to lead me on to the next little nugget, which was the part that reads, with connections to recording artists all around the world, MetaBeats is positioned to grow quickly. So my question to that is, do you have like a phone book that you'll be opening up, after the success of the first Genesis collection, to convince some artists to come on board? Have you got some people in your sights that said, "Oh, I don't know about this, mate," and then they might be interested, off the back of the first release?
Yeah. There's already quite a few people contacting me about getting on board and how can I submit music and stuff like this, which is amazing already. And how many are you in the group? Just wondering, if I tell you, I'm going to have to find you and kill you. A few too many in there for me, especially with the cost of petrol at the moment. I won't be able to track you down. No, listen, I'm really hoping to surprise people. Let's leave it at that few things along the way as well. So there's definitely been different artists on board on the next drop as well. You know, for sure. I'm talking to a few really interesting artists already, so it's all looking good.
Lovely jobblies. I'm jumping around the document a little bit. So I apologise if this is all a little bit disjointed. But before we get into some of the specifics on the Genesis collection, I had a couple more points. This one's relating to a little paragraph that reads, Sonic branding encompasses the way our avatar sounds when it greets another avatar, the pitch of its voice, but it's more than that. Sonic branding also includes the way our avatars sound when they enter the room, their theme song. So my questions to that was, are there any metaverse partnerships in the works currently, or is that going to see how that shapes out after Mint?
No, we've partnered up with True Crime Crypto, which is a monthly game. I wouldn't say like Cluedo, a detective thing where you buy NFTs and have to solve a case for prizes and their tokens and stuff like that. And it's very sort of theatrical. You get these cards, NFT cards with clues on. So there's 44 cards, and we've been asked to collab with them to write some music for them on one of their future drops, which is really exciting because I've got some amazing artists on board, like I said, and some of them have just helped me out so much, and it's just going to be such a pleasure to get them all involved. This is again what I wanted to do, you know. It's an opportunity for all of us to give something, get something back. Don't get me wrong, we don't stuff for nothing forever. We want to get something out of it as well, but to give is to get. So, you know, we're really all excited about this space. And like I said, I've got another project with someone coming up. That won't be sort of METABEASTS. It's more myself at the moment. I'm sure. I know the guy I was speaking to loves a lot of the art METABEASTS thing, so hopefully I can hook a couple of down the line. But it's just one of those wow moments when on Twitter, you know, I've discovered something, seen these avatars. Man, these are awesome. You know, they're nearly up to the level. They're up to the same level as the ones that we're doing. You know, so it grabbed my attention, and I love that. You know, they contact you and you start talking, and they're looking at what we're doing, what they're doing. Then we have a call, and it's like, man, I'd love to work with you. So, yeah, so exciting. And these are things that when I see them, I'm like, man, I want one of them. Man, I've got to work out a way to buy one of them. I've got to watch that project, see what's going on with it. You know?
Yeah.
Get the backstory, and then all of a sudden I'm working with them. So it's nuts, man. It's awesome.
It's so cool. So is there going to be the ability, or has there been discussions with any of the big metaverse platforms like Decentraland or Sandbox? You know, where you could have your MetaBeats tune follow the avatar around, or something like that.
Yeah, we haven't been speaking with anyone like that yet. Again, it's still early days. We're only into the third week and trying to concentrate. Of course, we're trying to get the whole spectrum covered. But, you know, from my point of view, I'm really trying to concentrate on engaging and getting the artists to engage their fans. A lot of them are new to NFTs, you know, even down to, like I was talking to you earlier, from scheduling NFT posts and platforms and things like that. The general consensus is to go to post them and set them up to be there for the Eastern Standard Time, you know, for the Yanks and stuff. So that's just the way it is. So this is I'm really happy. You know, I've been for working on this for like 7 months and everything, and there's been times like, oh man, we make it happen, make it happen. And now I'm just like, you know what? I think the product's really, really cool. I just want to give time to people to understand the whole project, and if they're into the music but not the NFTs, to educate themselves, get some help from us to educate themselves. Um, because I feel almost like you can have the NFTs are going to be, okay, right, I love the fact that I've got the IP, I love the utility, I can see the value for my money, I can see it as investment, uh, like that. And then I think you're going to have sort of European, UK people going, oh man, I'd love to own a bit of art. It's by them. They've done that track with the Prodigy. They remix this, so they've done that. And they're going to want to own the one-on-one music, um, for the uniqueness of it being one of their favourite artists, where I think that's going to be the difference, you know. So trying to educate, firstly, the NFT people on, look, you're actually dealing with legends here. You know, the music you're listening to today was pioneered by not every single one of these people, but we were part of that. You know, a lot of us were a part of that when it first come along to what's going on now and it's called EDM. So there's people from the NFT world. I'd like to hear some of our DJs things going on, and they're actually going to get an education of where dance music come from, how it evolved within the UK and certain other places around the world. And you know, that's kind of priceless as well to me. It's going to be a history lesson of music and artists. And then I think that will make the NFT people a bit more appreciative of a connection with the artists, and even more value to hold something that's got value to them already, you know. And the same with the music people, you know, to understand that you've got this unique thing on a smart contract that you own is more, as much value, or not as much value, but adds value to this, you holding this unique bit of music. You know, the fact that you've got the IP rights to make it your theme tune for your brand, your musical logo. You know, it will suddenly drop on them in a different way. So at the moment, we're trying to bringing everyone in the pot and stir it so it mixes, and that doesn't happen overnight. So really happy with progress, really happy with the connection with the community. We're growing it every day. Like I say, the artists have all got to get a bit used to Twitter. It's not our space. So everyone is behind it and moving forward. But like I say, you can't rush things. You can't rush things. I'd rather it was organic and like I say, I want everyone to understand it, understand what they're getting, what it's about. So there's no rush for that.
Yeah, so that kind of leads me to discussing the utility of our inaugural collection. So we obviously touched on the full transfer of IP rights. We've discussed that quite a few times. You just touched on it then. The second point was holders receive exclusive access to artists via the MetaBeats Discord. I wanted to ask, the content that is given, is it going to be wholly exclusive? Like, will the artists intend to create things only for the MetaBeats Discord holders, or will it be more like accessing stuff that's available to super fans?
I think it's a bit of everything, you know. I think this is some of the things I like about this Discord community is there's more people in there than the actual product. You know, there's thousands of NFTs and they've got 10,000 people in their community. You know, so that speaks volumes for the community and the engagement and the, let's say, let's call, I don't know if you want to call them utilities or whatever. It's kind of like, look, come in, if you chat and you're in our group, yeah, of course there's going to be giveaways and things that you can benefit from without being a holder. You know, that is a privilege that you are getting that when you're buying that, and you want it to be valuable to yourself to an extent that, you know, well, why are you giving him one? He ain't got the NFT. You know, you got as a, I don't know, from my end of it, I have to look at it. I want the people who initially own the NFTs to be the happiest person in the world that they got one. You know, but also want the people that are in here to tap into it, to want to get involved down the line, to help guide it. Because, you know, if I've suddenly got 1,000 people saying, look, you need to have another 100 NFT chances for people or whatever, you know, things like that, I'll have to. Because, like I said, I don't try and see this above 100 people, and it just blows my mind to try and think bigger than it is. Just take one step at a time. Like I said, all the utilities are possible. But, man, the people who are in Discord, you know, I like doing things. Here's where everyone's playing. Anyone in that town, there's the prototypes are in New Zealand, you know. So it's just be like, or this weekend, it's just be like, anyone from New Zealand, boys are playing, I'll give them a shout and put guest list. You know, it would just be...
Yeah. So that would be a holder utility?
Well, it could be anyone. You know, if I feel like, if I'm like, you know, if I'm playing somewhere in Europe and I'm just like, man, look, I've got 10 passes, there's no one that I know going to go, I might as well just put it on Discord, like anyone I'm playing there, anyone tomorrow night or 2 days time, I can put you on the guest list. You know,
and flash your MetaBeats NFT to get into the green room.
Well, no, if you
Leeroy's cake.
Man, there's nothing going on. Do you know what my rider is? My rider is, I think it's 4 beers, 4 bottles of water, and 2 Snickers. Done. That's it,
mate. That's the easiest rider ever. I hope you've got some obscure water brand or something to throw them off the scent.
No, you know me. I'm easy going.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like I say, it's all of that stuff is going to take care of itself. Really, I think there's more people. You want more people in your community than there are NFTs, but you have to offer them something to make them feel part of the community and stuff, for sure. You know, like I said, the DJing thing, the music is one of those things that I really, really want to get sorted over the next week, you know, or over the weekend, and that's really frustrating because I know there's so many of us, you know, do things on the spur of the moment. Oh man, I'm decks, or you know, man, I would like to record what I'm doing today, making this beat, and just make it available to people. There's so many of us. I know some of the guys that do live shows, you know, and stream them. So much, and that, you know, you don't have to be an NFT holder to come and enjoy all that sort of stuff. There's no privilege to access to people into, you know, walking down the street. There's nothing sacred about having a chat with people here. Except you, maybe, Trav.
Mate, there's a lot of value in hearing my banter.
Oh man, yeah, we love it. We love it. Slow, steady banter.
Yeah, man. Don't want to throw it at everyone too hard and fast.
No, do it the Aussie way.
That's right. Rock out with your merch out. Exclusive member threads. Are these going to be? Are these planned to be free or discounted merchandise? And will it be like limited run, exclusive to holders, or prioritized to holders and then the wider community? Could you touch on that?
Again, like I keep, I know I heard it. I'm sorry, but merchandise is a standard issue, man. You don't, you know, you're not impressing me. I expect that. If you're doing a project, if you're a band or a musician or part of a company, that's one of your first streams of income, merchandise. you know. But again, it's there's no rush for it. It's got to be cool. I'm more into. I know it sounds a bit stupid. I'd rather have a bit more of a kind of cool brand than gimmicky merch. I know it's a bit.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know, I'm really tall, so I've always had this idea of oversized clothing. So it hangs a bit different, you know. I've had my trousers that divorced my ankles and married my knees for the whole of my life. So, you know, I might just made these really long things that drag on the floor and stuff like that. But no, merchandise is cool, but it's got to be cool. That's the end of the story for me. You don't do it just to have it. You know, I'd rather things like get a few people within the community to design some ideas, things like that. So they're not too sterile and you know, plain old plainness. You know, I like something with character and something I want to wear myself. That's the most important. And I'm not big on branding plastered all over the place. That's my personal preference. So, yeah, I think that's going to be exciting. And I would rather have a few designers drop things under my nose for me to say, yeah, I really like that one. Let's go with that, you know, than have to try and come up with it all myself.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think the merch is all about quality in my eyes. It's got to be nice.
Yeah, I think as a holder, an NFT the NFT holder, it'd be nice because some of the music artists have merch, some don't. It depends how much you tour, how much how much you can sell, how you set yourself up. Because nearly every one of us has been there, and it's probably still got a shed full of boxes with T-shirts. In the old days, it was like, yeah, I'll have 100 T-shirts, 200 T-shirts. They deliver them to your door, then you're fucking stuck with them. Now it's like, right, you can just print them to order. Yeah, when someone send them out or whatever, you know, it's a whole different world. But I still need to see and touch the physical thing before I can sell stuff like that. You know, there's still this gap between how good it actually is. You've got to see it and hold it, stuff like that. Some people don't like buying things on. They're deceiving. Sizes are different. Depends if it was made in Asia or if it was made in America, or you know. So
yeah, big difference there.
Yeah, and you know, I'd like to think that it gives being in the Discord and holding the NFTs and things like that would discount to the artists and things outside of MetaBeats. That's for some of the artists choose. Some of them might like, nah, I only want the holders of my NFT. Others will be like, well, anyone who's in the group, I'm happy to give discount to. You know, I want to help everyone outside of it. If they've got their Bandcamp page and they're selling things or pressing vinyl, I want everyone to know about it so that they can go and visit them, support them if they want. It's their thing. It's not just about MetaBeats. I want MetaBeats to be the central hub of it, the Discord, you know, to learn what everyone's doing, when they're releasing stuff, to hear what they're playing, their new music. You know, maybe I'm thinking really big, but it's nothing but a bit of time and engagement. And if you enjoy doing that, and then it's not really an issue, is it? It's quite good fun, really.
Yeah, definitely.
I was waiting for you to drop that.
I've been holding off.
Yeah, I know you've been working on it, haven't you? Like,
yeah.
doing that mantra.
I wanted to touch on the managing team. So, you know, obviously you're a co-founder alongside Jamie James, Stacey Blizzard, Nathan Laws. Are we going to see much? I do see Jamie lurking around on occasion on the Discord. Are we going to see Nathan and Stacey around the traps at all?
I'm sure about Stacey. I know she's working more with some of the other guys and behind the scenes, and I'm not 100% sure in what capacity yet. but she's really cool. She's been really big with Red Bull products and stuff like that, working for companies like that. So yeah, really looking forward to having her involved. Nathan, I'm pretty sure he's going to be coming in here at some point to have a little chat about an amazing venue in the UK that he's got real strong attachments to. For again,
yes, I did see that in the paper. It's in there.
Don't mention the venue. Mention it anyway.
Yeah,
yes, I want it's got to be exciting for people. It's a really really historic thing. It's sort of like, mate, some of the biggest artists in the world history of there, you know. So that's his sort. So I don't want to sit there and talk about that. But yeah, it's going to be a little AMA. Again, it's not necessarily about the project, but it's something about an amazing thing that people who are interested in music and history of some of the bands should know about. That's going to be,
of course.
Yeah.
And yeah, how did this dream team come together, man?
Well, I think again, the majority of this project has been people, friends of friends, and stuff. You know, mainly kicked off with my mates and people I've known forever, and then some of them would introduce me to the other producers they knew and stuff like that. So I don't know every single person personally, but yeah, I'm happy to give them all their music sounds really cool and stuff like that. So I'm happy with what they delivered on that aspect to get them involved with the project. So yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Lovely. We just had a couple of questions from the audience, and if there are any more, feel free to drop them in the Ask the Artist channel, and we'll hack through them. SKS asks, are there any plans for sample packs, kind of like the ones which are on Daniel Billy Bunter's site, Happy Mondays?
Yeah,
probably discussed this before, but yeah,
there'll be sample packs for sure, man. I've done quite a few in the past, and like I said, this would be so much fun because I can literally pick up the phone or send out an email and say, right, everyone, do a beat this week and give me the individual parts and the loop, and we'll put a METABEASTS sound pack out for drums. So you get, you know, if you have one loop from drum parts, you've got a pretty good little drum pack. So that's, to me, when you sort of talk about merchandise and things like that, I would sort of put that in that bracket. It's like, man, look, we can all put something together, and it's giving something, you know, even if you limit the amount of them. Okay, so it's only going out to 100 people, 100 producers. You're going to get the sound of these artists. So it's fun, man. It's exciting. Every time we talk, another little idea slips in there. You know? Trav, are you there?
Yeah. Sorry, I just catching up on the next question.
This is the voice of your grandma from the garage.
She's trapped in the garage. The John Farnham records fell on her.
As long as it's not Rolf Harris. All right.
Few wobble boards back there in the corner.
Yeah, I've got a little wobble board. And a stylograph. Stylophone, whatever it was.
Oh, mate, I'm too young to know what that is.
They're pretty cool, actually. Techno sounds. Okay, hit me with a question.
All right, Partridge asks, Do you worry that people see entering the NFT space as a business venture rather than being about the music?
Well, I think the two go hand in hand. But at the end of the day, I've had people going to me about, oh man, NFTs are a rip off, this and that, and it's, dude, right? I've never seen a problem with people buying and selling music. What's the big deal?
Mm.
Whether it comes in a record sleeve, a CD attached to an NFT, what is the fucking difference? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And more to the point, you show me anywhere else where you can buy a piece of music from and own it, one of one, the only piece in the world. So that's a business for both sides of things. That's an asset to someone. Business is business. Fuck me, no one does nothing for nothing throughout their whole life. I'm not going to say 7 months of work in for nothing, but I'm going to put 7 months of to give people the best thing I can possibly deliver and make them want it, and I'm going to buzz about that. And yes, I want to make money, but I want them to for so long. So my priority is I'm not greedy. Yeah, I want to make some money and I want to have something successful, and I want to reinvest that money into all my time into. Yeah, so I don't care what anyone says. You can't beat me up for wanting to set up a business, But once you hear the music, and you're holding that unique thing, then if you can't understand that that's kind of like a pretty cool buzz and something worth having, people fucking sleep outside shops for iPhones and crap nowadays. You know what I mean? So I can't relate to that sort of, really that is a kind of bit of a question of like, man, it's obvious. We're not reinventing the wheel. It's just music, buying and selling music. That's why I'm so confident, because there's nothing new. It's a proven thing that works, and this is just a slightly different way of doing it. But if you're a collector, it's absolutely more unique and amazing. Done.
Yeah, I mean, like, artists have got to keep the lights on somehow, otherwise they wouldn't be able to create. So, so using the NFT as a vessel to, to pay those bills and cut out the all the middlemen along the way. Like, it's more money towards the artist that gives them more time to create. So yeah, it's
Yeah, but seriously, it's like I said, when we were doing white labels in the 90s, the early 90s, you do 1,000 tracks, and you wanted that. You invested some money in yourself. If you had to say, right, if I sell 3/4 of, or 2/4 of them, half of them, whatever, I'll get my money back and make money. But you still had to put that money in the first place. Still had to hope that the DJs wanted it and played it. I know people in this group that were going around out the back of their car to record shops selling their music. And 30 years later, they're doing amazing stuff, and you'll find out all about that journey another time. But, mate, right, it's not so different. You're giving someone something that goes up in value. I've got white labels done, and they're selling for like £200 now, when they were £5 30 years ago. I know they're millions. But my point is, it's collectible, and it's something that we've done in the past. This is a different way of doing it, but it ain't no different. I still want to give people something that they're going to cherish, that's unique. Every single rave, DJ after DJ would play the same tracks, because they're all playing 3 or 4 gigs a night, running around between clubs. Everyone likes these anthems. That was how it was in the rave scene, So if you're one of your white labels with one of them tracks that Mickey Finn and Groove Rider and Carl Cox and all that were playing, you were going to get noticed. So it's no different. It's giving people something really good that's going to go up in value. That's to me, it's just a no-brainer. It's not just sell something and leave it. If I sell you a CD, that don't go up in value. If I sell you a white label, it goes up in value. If I sell you a one-off bit of music that no one else in the world has got, that goes up in value. You know, because there's a hat for every head. I walk past a hat shop, I fucking hate that, but someone wants to put that thing on their head. And it's the same with music, man. That tune is somebody's theme tune. Somebody somewhere in this world relate to that bit of music as if it was written. The same as that hat was made for their head. You know, we're talking about kind of basic 605 stuff here.
Fake's trolling here, but I'll allow it. Have you
Yeah,
got any Rizzler?
Have I got any Rizzler? I left you some the other day, you fucker. I told you got to get out the house. Mate, do you know what I mean? But then again, that was quite strong. Nailed him to the chair.
Nice.
Fake in the house.
Love it. SKS has got another one for us. He says, what are your thoughts on the recent controversy with record companies keeping music from being released just because of TikTok? Hot topic at the moment, TikTok, isn't it?
Listen, I can't diss it. I don't do it. I had this issue thing going back a few years now that if it was something my sort of daughter was into, teenage daughter was into, it probably weren't something for me. So I did kind of work on that kind of aspect for quite a while. Dad, have you got Snapchat? Not really. You know, I suffer from social media fright as it is. So I don't need to keep adding things. I know it's massive, but it was a bit out of my sort of generation thing. So it's still like go on to another one, another platform. It's
oh yeah, I know. There's so many.
It's a bit overwhelming, but again, SKS, anything to do with record labels, man, it's not worth. You know, it's not really worth analysing. If they can't fuck you, they'll stop you from doing it. And it's just, mate, the whole Web3, the whole world is going on. You know, the whole world knows what's going on, from the corporates, from the politicians, from everything. But we ain't got the fucking power to do anything about it. You know, I see videos of the streets of America with all these homeless people, yeah? But one fucking missile that they're dropping war problem out. But it ain't going to happen. Yeah, that's life, man. That is life, and it don't change from record companies. They will fuck you and steal from you and take from you so that they can be think they're better than you. It's greed, and greed will never be wiped out, unfortunately. It's bred into people. Same as racism, the same as everything else. No one's born greedy. No one's born racist. It's fucking put into them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and just to circle back on the TikTok thing, like people are changing the way that they write music to appeal to these millennials with you know, trying to get the banging choruses or lines or whatever that are gonna, you know, make or break them on TikTok, so to speak. I've also heard you know, in general, the duration of a song has diminished a lot since the inception of, you know, online social media.
Yeah, but that's because most people have got the memory and the attention span of a goldfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, look and hear that, or don't look at 30 seconds. Gone. You know, it's like you listen on a fucking phone without even stereo stuff on it. What do you expect? Do you know what I mean? No, I'm serious, man. It's kind of the whole things in life have been cheapened to be quick, easy, accessible. You know, yeah. LOL, In 20 years, people won't even write. They just juggle things at each other. You know, it's just kind of like, listen, I'm an old man. I'm a different generation. TikTok, I love all that stuff. If it suits what you need, go for it, man. And, you know, if you want to write short bits of music. If that's what the kids are doing, go for it. I didn't do it like that, but I can't put my hands up and hold anyone. They're responsible for their own stuff. And I come from my time, and I give from my time. I like learning about this futuristic. I bring what I've learned from my past and my time into this space. But yeah, it's the same thing as showing some kids cassette tapes. They ain't got a fucking clue what that is. I don't expect them to have a clue about what every kid's platform is.
Mm.
Rant over.
Yeah, and the metabeats, being between 45 and 90 seconds ish long. If you wanted to put it on your TikTok videos, it's pretty well suited, in my opinion.
Yeah, but the thing with the concept of that as well was that they all have. Yeah, and if us all being musicians, musical and stuff, I'd like to think we all kind of, know what we're doing. So the concept of music, if you look at original, hip hop was 2 bits of vinyl being mixed across a crossfader one to the other, because sometimes beat with 2 bars, a 2-bar loop or a 1-bar loop. Yeah, so you'd be like boom ba doom ba doom, switch it to the other record, boom ba boom ba and making one record out of it. From like a 1-bar loop. So music, hip hop the original hip hop. Loads of it was written across 2-bar loops. So if you can create something that just keeps people's attention, and there's plenty of loops that you can listen to forever, bang your head listening to it forever. Even the white, dun, 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 dun. You can listen to that forever, right? Because they've got the right hook, the right part. So that was the same process with this for a lot of us. It's like, man, I've got to make something that can loop on a theoretically like a Mario Brothers game or something where they're driving track. Things got forever, and you not get totally sick of it. It's got to be catchy. It's got to have elements where you keep banging your head, but it's simplicity. So the best records in the world, man. This whole concept of 3.5 minutes, from the Beatles to the Stones, Bill Haley, from Elvis, whatever you want to. 3.5 minutes is enough, and it leaves you wanting more. Yeah, the radio tracks. When we do Outer Space, it's 5.5 minutes long or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, you need." So you've got to make it 3.5 minutes. I said, "Oh, how do we cut that bit? That's one of my favourite bits." In the end, you do it, get it to that time, and it still tells the story, gives you everything you need, and leaves you wanting. So that 3.5 minute thing is a formula that's perfect, really. When you DJ and you put some people put up to 2 minutes on the front of it, just to be able to mix it in. You're not playing that bit on its own, it's being played with another record. So, yeah, the 3.5 minute, the short in and out bang impact is a good thing. It's hardly shorter and shorter. Like I said, it has to be a continual thing that you can listen to. But yeah, short ain't so bad, really.
No, not at all. And a lot of these beats are pretty easily looped, right, in this collection.
They all loop.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, I was going. I said I had to go to 1,000 tracks and check they stop at the right point. So, I listen to them, and then some pick it up, drop it into a wave editor, and make sure that it loops properly. So there's no gaps in it at the end or whatever. And then, dude, it's like 5 seconds of silence on the end of that track. It's got a loop. Oh, is it? Yeah. You got to go back over them all and cut them. The guy who does a video edit, he ain't a music editor. And I can't leave that. And I'm doing. I ain't going to spend fucking hours trying to chop something up where someone ain't bounced it at the right point. I've got enough shit.
Yeah. Good stuff. I think that addresses all of the all the questions that came from the audience.
Mm-hmm.
And we're at the top of the hour now. I do know that we have our mate Zach hosting a spaces out in Twitter. If anyone wanted to jump over there, I'll dig the link out and
dig
post
the
it
link
in event.
But I just want to quickly ask anyone if you got a chance to check out any of my avatar today or Anne's one. If you got anyone that's got any questions about them, I really would like you all to check them out on a screen bigger than your phone because they're absolutely amazing. And I just really want to get a bit of feedback. So if anyone's brave enough to put their hand up or got any questions about them, let me know quality of them, if you've seen them on a decent screen and they make you buzz, do you want one, anything, then fire us a question.
Yeah, I've watched them all on the full screen on my high def monitor. Look, they look sick.
Did you notice the shadow of the drum beat moving?
Yeah, man.
Oh man, when you see the reflection,
the lighting's really really quality. Hey.
oh man, I can't stop looking at them. You see the drum skin under the snare drum vibrating, stuff like it does in real life. It's awesome, And again, I didn't make them things, so it blows me away to see talent and the techniques and stuff. I can't stop looking at them. They're just so cool. All right, guys. Well, if we ain't got any questions, let's wrap this up. Jump over maybe to the Twitter space, see what Zach's up to, and then I'm going to try and, if you're up for it, Trav, if you slipped out your pants and Crocs, get some clothes on, and we'll try and get my musical input coming in this Discord. If I can do that, I might book some tunes on.
Can I keep the Crocs on for that?
Nah, rather not. It's technical stuff.
Yeah. I better put my mixing shoes on then.
Yeah, it could spoil our relationship if you start rocking up the Crocs when we're doing serious studio business.
I'll put the gig boots on then.
Yeah, or your Uggs, not your Uggs, all right? That's another Aussie invention. Uggs.
Oh yeah, man. I've never had a pair, to be honest.
Have you got one of those kangaroo scrotum coin wallets, purses, or whatever you call them?
Nah, mate. I just use a proper kangaroo. The pouch is bigger.
For your coins.
Yeah, and if I get into trouble, you can just punch someone out for me.
That is actually true. It does actually exist. People listening in Australia, you can buy a little kangaroo nutsack for your loose change. The thing, they actually
imagine being the guy to make those. Hey,
not really, but they're quite smooth. See a couple. I haven't buy one, but they're not like a human nutsack. A human nutsack looks like Lizzie Birdsworth. Do you know who Lizzie Birdsworth is, Trav?
No, but I imagine she's old.
Do you know Prisoner Cell Block H?
Is that one of the UK soaps or something?
That's pure Oz prison stuff. That's where Mel Gibson made his acting debut. Dude, you need to do some research. Go check out Lizzie Birdsworth. Yeah?
Yeah.
She's got a face like a nutsack. Check her out, man. And that seems like a rather good point to stop this conversation.
Yeah. Lizzie, if you ever find this recording, we're sorry.
She's fictional. Allegedly. Let's just throw that in. I always think it's best to throw allegedly.
Allegedly. Or no offense, but.
On the end of any sentence.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, yeah, thanks for coming. And yeah, I'm gonna go hop over into Zach's space and cause a ruckus, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to
Throw
say.
some emojis at him that he doesn't have access to.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, listen, I want to thank you all again, and for all your support. And keep your eyes posted. There'll be more info, and AMA's coming up. We're going to get some guests in next week. I want to get Mr. Fake in here over the next weeks. Somebody you need to hear from.
Yeah, nice Rizla and chill.
Yeah. We've got some good stories. Fake.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, wouldn't be too but they're fun anyway.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay,
Good
people.
stuff.
Have a
See you
rocking
next time.
Thursday night, and let's do this again. Talk soon.
Easy.
Bye.